Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Boy Nalgas, you already know. Today what I have in store for you guys is I'm going to teach you guys how to do an oil change and how to take out an axle. My mom's car is making a weird noise from the driver's side axle. So I'm going to see if I can get that fixed, and really quick I'm going to show you guys the noise that it makes. So yeah. Alright guys, so I don't know if you're going to be able to hear it, but when I turn the wheel, my mom's car makes a noise. I'm gonna be able to hear that cracking. But it happens mostly when I do a big churn. I'm just gonna bust this UE right quick, just so maybe you can hear it. Yes, I don't know if you guys were able to hear that, but most definitely there's some noise coming from there. So I'm gonna try to see if I can get that fixed, and hopefully after we change the axle, there's no more noise and the problem is fixed. We're back at the house, just finished picking up everything I needed from O'Reilly's. Got the oil filter and the axle. Got the car up on the jack stands. My nephew helped me break these bolts. So now I'm gonna take off the wheel. That way we can take a look at the axle and see what we have to do. So stay tuned and be sure to stay to the end. So really quick before I start the axle, like I said, I'm gonna show you guys how to do an oil change on mostly any car. It's fairly simple. So we're gonna start at the bottom of the car after you have it jacked up. On this particular Honda, it's a 17, as you can see right here. It reads let me fix that for you guys. So it reads engine oil. So this is your oil pan, and your filter is located somewhere near, you know, should be close by. Other places have it different, but this one has it right here. So it's very simple to remove it. With that being said, let me get this bolt undone and all the oil drained so we can start with the axle. So be sure to stay tuned. One quick thing before I start mine, when you guys are doing this, if you guys are new, be sure to let the car sit. That way you can let your oil cool down. I'm just gonna go ahead and do mine while it's hot because I don't care, but just safety measures, that way you don't get burned because it could be really hot. Alright, so now that you got the oil almost drained, you can now move on to the oil filter. This is an oil filter tool. Makes your life a lot easier. You just kind of grab it. This is not for this, but I'm still gonna try to use it. So let me get that off really quick. Alright guys, so while I wait for the oil to be drained, I'm gonna go ahead and start on the axle. So you first start by removing this little indent right here. That way you can take off, I think it's a 32, or at least this one's a 32. That way we can get back here to the axle and remove it. So let me go ahead and do that and I'll come back. Alright, so I didn't show the process, but I had my sister come out and help me step on the brake, which is a must do. You need to have someone step on the brake. That way you can break this nut. As you can see, it's broken after breaking this little indent, so it comes off now. I'm gonna leave it there for now though, and I'm gonna take off these two bolts and nuts. One side is a 17 and the other is a 19. And so I'm gonna get those broken. That way I can move this whole thing forward, and hopefully I can just pry out the axle that way and then shove it out this way. But we'll see how it goes. Hopefully I don't have to remove anything else besides these two bolts, so let's get to it. Okay, so after you let your oil drain fully, you could go ahead and tighten up the oil drain plug. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and after I'm done tightening that up, then I'm gonna go ahead and put my filter, and I'll show you guys how I put my filter, or how I recommend you should put your filter. So be sure to stay tuned for that. That way I can teach you guys how to properly do it. Alright guys, so I was taught to always be sure to put a little bit of oil in your oil filter. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that really quick. Alright guys, I don't know how well you can see that, but I now have a little bit of oil in there, and I make sure to spread some on the O-ring right here, and then once you're done with that, then you can go ahead and install it. So let's get that. Here's mine. So okay guys, so once you have everything done, then you should be good to start dumping your new oil into your engine. And most cars have a top engine oil, if you can see that, engine oil. So wherever your cap is that says engine oil, that's where you'll be putting the new the new oil. So let's go ahead and get that done so we can move on to the axle. Alright guys, so I just got done putting in the new oil, and that's gonna be it for the oil change. So if you guys want to do this at your own house, then all you have to do is find your guys' oil drain plug and find your guys' oil filter and follow the steps shown in the video. So if this video was helpful to you in any way, be sure to give it a like. And for you new people, if you aren't already subscribed, be sure to subscribe. Okay, so really quick I want to explain, because I didn't show, but if you can barely see it, the axle connects to the trans right here, and so you need to have something so you can pry it off, like a pry bar. So I use this right here, and I got it stuck in between the axle and the trans, and I hit it with the hammer and it popped right off. So once you do that and you break the nut that's in the front that I showed you earlier, then the whole axle should be able to pop out. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get this out and put in the new one. You straight just missed that, but I got it in, guys, since it wasn't cording. Alright guys, so I just got the new axle in. Didn't record it going in, but it's in, as you can see. Here's the old one, and then now I just need to put everything back together, drop the car down, and take it out for a drive. So with that being said, let's get it done, and then we'll take it for a little spin. Alright guys, so before I put the car down, I'm just gonna go ahead and double check my work, because you don't want to be driving around and be leaking oil everywhere. So be sure to double check your work, make sure that drain plug is on tight and the oil filter is on tight. That way you don't have any problems while being on the road. Alright guys, so we're in the car, everything's installed, new axle, new oil. So I'm gonna go do that UE that I did earlier, and hopefully we hear no noise. So let's go ahead and get that done. Let's see. I'm gonna bust the UE right here. No noise. No noise. So I think that was our problem, guys. It was the axle. So if you guys' car is making a weird noise like it was in the video earlier on, then that means you got a bad axle, or your axle is going bad, and you should get that replaced. But I'm gonna keep driving the car for a little bit just to make sure it's fully good for my mom to drive, you know, because I want her to be secure or something. No noise though, so I think we're good. So I'll see you guys back at the house. Alright guys, so really quick, I'm going to show you guys how to make sure that your oil life shows 100%. So in order for you to restart that, you press the select button, which is over here, and you make sure it's on the oil life. So as you can see, it shows the miles and the trips, and you make sure it's on the oil life, and then you hold the select button for 10 seconds. And it should start blinking. Okay, so then it starts blinking, and then you hold it again for more than 5 seconds, and it should go back to 100. So I'm gonna press it right now. And there it is. So before I end today's video, I quickly wanted to show you guys all the tools necessary to perform this at your own house. Starting off with the oil change, all I needed was a ratchet, a socket, depending on your drain plug, and an oil filter tool. Very simple. And for the axle, there's more tools needed, but it still came out smooth, so it was still a simple process. I needed a 32mm socket with the breaker bar to remove the nut. You're also gonna need a screwdriver because most nuts, they have like a little indent which you need to pop off in order for you to remove it. So you're gonna need the screwdriver for that. And then you need the 17mm wrench and a 19mm socket. You're gonna need a pry bar to pry out the axle from the trans, and the hammer as well to help you. And that's pretty much it. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys liked it. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you aren't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to subscribe for more. Yeet.
Bitch, I'm riding through the night, not a fuck boy in sight. Bitch, I'm higher than a flight, up to Mars on a bar, in a foreign fucking car, with the key of fucking soul. When I say I'm young Kurt, it's my alter ego. I got two fucking heads like a dodo. I let her